Grenoble, in the south of France, embraces the beautiful Alps. It was in France in the 1970s when people began to pay attention to the potential of adobe architecture and started full-scale studies into the subject. At the center of such a movement was the Grenoble School of Architecture. The Grenoble School of Architecture is one of the oldest organizations in the world that studies adobe architecture. Here, students study examples of a variety of adobe architecture around the world and put their knowledge into practice.
Et puis là maintenant, je m'intéresse plus à l'architecture de terre. C'est un produit très intéressant au niveau architectural, au niveau aussi environnemental. Je pense que ça peut être un matériau d'avenir.
Allez, un petit.
Comme ça.
The Cratère EAG of the Grenoble School of Architecture. Their research focus is on fundamental studies to supplement the limitations of Earth. For this study, researchers from many different regions, like Africa, South America, and Asia, as well as France, have joined together. The major subject of analysis is the Earth collected from many places around the world.
A lot of people think that to construct with earth means that you're poor or you don't know what to do. So we're trying to raise awareness to people to make them understand that you can use earth, a traditional material, to express yourself contemporarily. So I've come to Cratère to take the postgraduate course.
Et je suis venue ici parce que je voulais connaître et approfondir la connaissance en terre, l'appliquer pas qu'à la restauration, sinon aussi à l'architecture contemporaine, à la vie économique, à la vie écologique, tout ça plus large.
Of major interest to this institute is whether earth can replace cement. To find the answer, they are studying the physical properties of clay, such as tension, adhesiveness, contraction, and changes according to the mixture ratio with water.
Scientifiquement, c'est un béton, c'est ce que je disais tout à l'heure, et que dans la recherche fondamentale, cette boue finalement qui est due à une argile un peu particulière, si l'argile, qui est beaucoup mieux étudiée, peut servir de remplacement au ciment, au liant ciment, ça peut être très intéressant. Mais ça, c'est un avenir dans 20 ans, peut-être dans 30 ans ou dans 40 ans. Savoir qu'on peut utiliser d'autres liants que le ciment, ou que l'asphalte, ou que la chaux, peu importe.
A farming village near Grenoble. In the 1970s, Patrice and some friends discovered that most of the farmhouses were made of clay while they were walking around the village. They believed in the potential of adobe architecture and established Cratère EAG. This region is usually called the Alps region, and there are still 500,000 or more houses made of clay here. In fact, building houses with clay is a worldwide tradition in regions like Asia, Africa, and Europe. This house is now used as storage, and it is a type of adobe house commonly found in France. Straw is weaved together to make the roof, and the wall is about 60 centimeters or more thick, and was piled in the Piguet method. It's about 100 years old, but still strong. This building near Grenoble is called the Maison Levert, and it's a special research institute subsidized by Créteil EAG. Hugo Hubin is an Adobe architectural engineer. He is also a member of UNESCO's Adobe Architecture Recovery Project team. He gives a very real reason to the question, why do we need to build houses with clay?
Les accords de Kyoto. L'Europe a signé les accords de Kyoto. Quand on applique ce qui est marqué dans les accords de Kyoto, pour 2050, il faut diminuer la consommation d'acier de 80%, d'aluminium de 90%, de ciment de 85%, je pense. Mais comment on va faire ça si on ne commence pas à utiliser d'autres matériaux qui n'ont pas besoin de tout ça?
Clay is the only thing that can reduce energy and solve global environmental problems, insists Hugo Hubin. A special project to solve these types of problems started here 20 years ago.
Alors voici une partie des archives de Créteil. Maintenant, pour trouver le domaine de la Terre, c'est pas évident parce que ça date déjà d'il y a quelques années, beaucoup d'années. Et bon, la Somalie, Soudan, Identiport.
Back then, there was a very interesting project of trying to build houses only with clay, about building a clay village. These drawings are the master plan that shows everything from the materials to the building method, the weight, and the ceiling.
De pression de terrain qui pourrait faire casser les barrages verticaux, qui sont extrêmement...
In 1982, Île-de-Beau's Urban Development Bureau selected architects, structural designers, and thermodynamic specialists from all over France and created the first clay town in Europe based on the traditional construction method, Piguet, in 3 years. This is the result of the project, Domaine de la Terre, in other words, the clay house town. Currently, about 50 families are living in these houses, and they are mostly workers and their families who commute to and from Grenoble and Lyon. Domaine de la Terre was designed as subsidized housing for them.
Ici, on a la deuxième technique qui est la technique des blocs de terre comprimés. Là-bas, elle a été rentrée dans des machines, d'abord mélangée avec un tout petit peu de ciment, à peu près 5-6%. Et puis la terre a été comprimée, ça a été bien séché et puis tout ça s'était mis en place.
These houses were built using a variety of construction methods and experiments to find a way to overcome the limitations of clay. 20 years have passed, but there seems to be no significant problems with the structure.
On va avoir des fissures de retrait, beaucoup de micro-fissures et quelques fissures de retrait un peu plus importantes, mais structurellement ça ne joue aucun rôle. Hein, les murs qui ont 60 cm d'épaisseur ne vont pas souffrir du tout de ces fissures.
Since it was completed in 1985, Domaine de la Terre has proven the positive effects and stability of adobe architecture. It's a type of huge adobe architecture testing ground. Unlike other people, they weren't too concerned about the potential safety problems caused by rain. In fact, when they built the 60-centimeter thick outer wall, experts said it would last more than 100 years. Rather, their major interest was how much energy could be conserved by the clay house.
En général, les maisons consomment beaucoup moins. La maison qui est juste là, elle consomme à peu près la moitié d'une construction normale ici. Et comme ça, de suite, la plupart sont à 70-80% de la consommation normale pour le chauffage. Donc ça, c'est confirmé définitivement. Autrement, le prix de revient de la construction ici a été exactement le même que ce que vous voyez au fond là-bas, les bâtiments en béton et en étage. Et alors qu'ici, il y a tout le terrain qui est autour. Donc le prix de revient était le même, mais la location pour les gens, c'est exactement la même chose. Donc c'est normal qu'il y ait une grande liste d'attente ici parce que la qualité de vie est tout à fait différente.